So my message is Africans should unite and be one people. Make them see Africa in a different view or angle. I'm also a YouTuber, by the way, and I do see your content. I do see your videos, and I'm very happy to have met you today.
Yeah,
okay,
thank you.
and bro, you're doing a very good job. Let me just give
My flower.
yeah. give credit where it deserves, and just continue that way. Huh? Just continue that way. Make Africa be known. Make Africa be respected. Make Africa change the mindset of the people that think that Africa is a forest or a jungle. Make them see Africa in a different view or angle. Africa is a very good continent, a very beautiful continent that has never been explored. It is in Africa where you find beautiful rivers, big rivers, and come to Africa, okay?
Come to Africa
and see for yourself.
Tell them, let's roll the African way.
Yeah, let's roll the African way. Sometimes I hate speaking English because that's not my language. It's not.
Sure.
It's not my language. Okay, I'm forced to speak English, which I'm not an Englishman. I'm an African.
We have our cultures.
You have our cultures. We have got our languages. Okay, where are they? Where are our languages? Nowadays, someone gives birth to a child, then he trains or she trains that child how to speak English.
2 years old child.
Speaking English does not know his mother
tongue.
His mother tongue is speaking English. That's nonsense. Teach your children your local language and make sure they learn their language first before they learn the language that belongs to other people. Okay? So I could have speak a lot, but
just say, let me ask you, because this now it will be another video talking about Africa. There's this thing they say, one Africa, one currency, one president. What's your take on that?
Before the independence, Africa used to be a very, very big land, a very, very big country. Let me use that term. Okay, we never had countries like Ethiopia, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi. We used to have one big land. Okay, and Africans used to have their own way of life, their government, their religion belief, their religious belief, and their ways of life. Okay. So until the colonizers bring the boundaries that's separating us, okay, is making a Nigerian see me like a foreigner. Okay, when I go to Nigeria, it makes a Ugandan see me like a foreigner when I'm in Uganda.
You need a passport.
I need a passport for me to access to cross the border to Uganda or to Tanzania, and I think this thing should be done away with because it is what is it, by the way? Okay, is nonsense, bro. It makes me hate a Ugandan because it's just a Ugandan. I can't go to Uganda anytime I want to go to Uganda. Okay, so I think when our leaders can come up with a way of uniting all Africans to speak one language, speak Swahili all over the African continent, use one currency, the way Gaddafi used to push for, okay, and that's what killed Gaddafi, to be frank, okay. Africa could be very far because Africa is the continent that feeds the world. Let me use that word because Africa is the mother of the world. It is in Africa that Africa contributed to the economy of United States of America. It means Africa can do without US. Africa can do without any other continent because we have got everything in place. God blessed Africa. And do you know that Africa is the Israel, the real Israel? I'm sure. Do you know that?
I know.
Yes, Africa is the real Israel. The Israel that is now in war with Palestine. That is a fake Israel. Africa is the blessed land. It is in Africa here where God made the first human being, Adam and Eve. They were in Africa. Okay? So it means if you can do away with all these nonsense that is separating Africans, is creating enmity between the Africans themselves, we'll have a very good continent where we have got just one president. People don't fight for leaders like we see in some African countries. When it comes to election, people fight. They kill themselves. They loot their own properties.
A brother killing a brother.
A brother killing a brother. they destroy their own property, okay? Which the enemy is very happy when that happens, okay? So my message is Africans should unite and be one people with one currency. And I do like following this young man. I mean, not young man, he's a big man in South Africa called Julius Selo Malema. That's a real Pan-Africanist. Though sometimes when he speaks, people see him as an enemy. The people that perceive Julius Malema as an enemy are the real enemies of Africa and progress and peace of Africa. Because they don't want Africans to unite. They don't want Africans to have one currency and one leader. Okay? So I think I've said much.
That's a message for Africa.
Yes.
A message for Ethiopia, a message for Rwanda, Uganda, Nigeria, South Africa.
Yes.
A message for Africa from?
From Africa, guys, I do African content. And let's follow this guy, subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I also do content. I go by the name Friend from Africa. I do African content and diaspora content. So follow my videos and let's meet again in his next video.
Thank you so much.